Designers, we all matter because a lot of perception is we all designers, right, like to help our clients spend money, right? Everything the designer choose must be very expensive. We got very our eye is only good for expensive things. Cheap things, no good. Good things, not cheap. That's actually my main motto. No, but it's not true. So actually in retail design especially, design is not just about aesthetics. It's actually a strategy. Because we as designers, right, we can train the human being on how we want them to behave, how we want them to shop. And especially right now in the mall industry, rental is by per square feet or GTO basis, right? Every square feet matters. We, as retailers right now, from tenant standpoint, so many space to choose from, so many shopping malls. But yet, prices for real estate keeps getting more and more expensive. So it is our role as designers right now to help our retail clients to look at every square inch, not every square feet already, every square inch, how we can actually utilize this space so that we can actually help them make profits in the retail industry and open more stores, right? So 733 and growing, we technically, and every brand, every location, so many spaces, so many opportunities.
I hope you're enjoying the video, and now a quick word from our sponsors. In today's fast-changing retail world, staying flexible isn't just nice to have, it's a must. That's why more and more brands are turning to modular solutions from the start, which is why we are partnering with Mofi, a leader in modular retail fixtures for over 30 years. Mofi's solutions are designed to meet the evolving demands of modern spaces by blending innovation, aesthetics with adaptability. Whether you're rolling out seasonal promotions, launching new product lines, or trying pop-up stores, your store needs to keep up with the changes. And that's exactly what modular solutions are built for, helping you create smarter, more adaptable retail spaces that grow with your business. To find out more about Mofi and the solutions they offer, visit www.mofi.com.my or click for more information in the descriptions. Now back to the video.
So many opportunities. So 5 points that we want to share today. Point number 1 is about, before we even start this whole design process, we actually work together with our clients to understand who is their customers. Or naturally, it could also be, who is the kind of customers that we want, right? So first, of course, everybody who wants to open a business, a retail industry, will have a business concept, business idea. We speak to so many young people. This generation, we're very fortunate. Our parents work very hard. They gave us a lot of money, a lot of these young entrepreneurs, right? So their dream is to open a cafe. Everybody wants to open a coffee shop. So there is a lot of aspiration going on. But we must also talk to them about what is actually a business concept about. You can't just say, because I like coffee, I also want to open a coffee shop, right? So coffee today ranges from so many things. You have artisanal, you have your kopitiams. So like for example, our client Wiz. Wiz started many years ago, first outlet in Empire, Subang. They've come so long way right now. And even with them, understanding right now, who do you think new outlets when we open with them? What kind of customers do we want to? Like this is actually the top left picture is their latest flagship store in Sunway Pyramid. So this store, we wanted to be more relaxed, chill. So the Wiz logo is very tiny one because they feel like their customer base know their brand, right? Versus a conventional store that they used to have. You can see Mont Kiara 163, that is actually their store. We know that that kind of crowd is a neighborhood crowd. So they wanted to have a smaller space, but they also have a grab and go window. Versus you can see right now, the space is a bit more open. So even though right now what we're trying to tell our clients is this, same brand, but understanding who we want to target is very different. And that's how, as design right now, we can evolve. You don't necessarily have to say, same brand, you have to stick to your same kind of look and feel across multiple outlets. Then that's how we need to change with times, right? So again, who are we trying to target? What is actually our price point? So you can see, even though more luxurious, more premium, more fancy, customers are willing to pay more, right? You don't expect to go into Wiz and pay less than 5 ringgit for coffee because that is what the design standard is set. Paying 15 ringgit, 16 ringgit for coffee, you're like, okay, the design matches the price point, right? And of course, in retail, every square feet in rental space is important. How much space do we actually need? So that translates back to the cost of running the business. So say, for example, how much space is also like an example I can give to you in terms of what kind of customers we want to come in, like whether your customers in general retail is targeted shopping. This is an example of our client Jaya Grocer. Our largest store in Eco Galleria Johor, 36,000 square feet. We initially had a headache what to do with the space, but we said, okay, let's take on the challenge. Let's take it all, largest store for us, target as Singaporeans. So, and it works, right? Because the concept is we want them to come and shop. We understand the customer base that they cross-border, they divide by, at that point, 3.5. I want to multiply my business by 3.5 times. In terms of revenue, they come into Malaysia, divide by 3.5. So that's quite fun. And of course, we also even under the same brand, Jaya Grocer, leisure shopping. This is actually the far bottom right picture. This is actually a concept that we launched last year for Malacca. In not a tourist destination area, smaller footprint store. So we understand groceries, right? So with this store, we decided, hey, let's do something crazy. Let's do a Peranakan theme concept to attract customers because we know Malacca, how many population are there, right? Except your weekend crowd of the tourists coming in, and this is not in the tourist-centric area. Essentially, you are trying to target, still base 80% of your crowd is your local customer. So we decided to give them something to talk about, let them enjoy the brand, first outlet in Malacca, and yeah, give them to feel like, hey, when I design something that's Malacca Peranakan concept, they feel very related to the store, and that brought in very good footfall and traffic to the space. So again, if you understand what is your business concept, right, you can actually target using design to sort of target the customer behavior that we actually want from them and how we want them to react to the retail store.